Spielberg, isn't it?
Oh,
It is a Spielberg directed movie, Ready Player One. Who's read the book? Count. I've read the book. Ash?
No.
no, it's on my list to read.
Yeah,
But
it's one of those books that
Yeah.
I always say I want to read. But
Okay, well, the book's really fucking good.
really, what a surprise!
for some reason, I always thought Ready Player One was some sort of like fiction, non-fiction book, like a documentary.
Really? I mean, maybe there is something called Ready Player One that's a...
Just goes to show how much I know about it. I know already from the picture of that scene, it's reminiscent of the cover.
Yes, the cover has him climbing up because it's like it's like a dystopian future. So
It's like a
like
MMO
what you can
MMO
see
story.
here, we're kind of just paused on the start of the trailer.
It's Gerard's Butler
It's,
game as another.
They all like this is basically where everyone lives. It's just like caravans stuck on houses like
Tasmania.
It's not close,
No.
close but not quite. Basically, is what I'm saying. The book's really good. Obviously, the book's famous because it's very 80s pop culture inspired. Basically, the book is filled with mostly just pop culture references from that time period. Lots of old video games and stuff like that. So it hits on the nostalgia factor, of course. But then it was tied in with this new world kind of feeling in the book, which is the fact that everyone puts on virtual headsets and goes into this virtual world where they're things. And then there's all these video game references because the main character is this older dude who like grew up playing 80s video games, and he basically holds like a Willy Wonka competition. Who's like he says like in the virtual world everyone needs to like go to these points, solve like puzzles. He gives them like clues, but then the clues and stuff are all based on like 80s pop culture references, and the main character's like obsessed with that time period. I can't remember why because I haven't read the book for like a year or two.
The Bowling for Soup song, 1985.
Yes, that's spot on. So yeah, I mean, I've been pumped for the movie since it was announced. Putting Spielberg in the director chair obviously made it go from just being like this movie's going to be really ridiculous to that's cool, and it seems like a good pairing. The cast is, from what I've seen, they've cast everyone great. I can't say which character for a spoilerism, but there's one casting choice. But that's like me. That's me getting into doing the whole like. You know, when you've read a book and they start like casting characters, you're like, that doesn't look at all how I pictured that person. Like,
Exactly.
it's like, Anyway, let's check out the trailer.
Yeah.
I live here in Columbus, Ohio. In 2045, it's still ranked the fastest growing city on Earth. But it sure doesn't seem like it when you live in the stacks.
This is our future,
They
guys.
called our generation the missing millions.
Great.
Missing not because we went anywhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere. Except the Oasis.
So he goes to school with this. This is how they go to school in
Oh,
the
okay.
virtual world.
It's the only place that feels like I mean anything. A world where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
The visuals look cool.
The
Is that
Iron
the
Giant, really?
Iron Giant, yeah.
The DeLorean? That makes sense.
Maybe.
The Iron Giant thing I didn't make sense. Is that Thor riding on a fucking scorpion? Freddy
Freddy?
Krueger? Okay. You're going a bit weird with the pop culture references, like, but okay.
Monday warrior, meet strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, meet cry.
Jesus.
Tron Life.
Trackmania.
Looks like a Tron. Yeah, it's a Tron. Racing at the DeLorean. Okay. Calm down, mate. Okay, that was a. Okay, I'll ask you guys first, as people who haven't read the books. Did you like the trailer, actually?
Yeah, it looked interesting. I mean, it's clearly a teaser. It didn't tell any story points or anything. It's clearly just setting up the world. But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Nick?
Not overly, no. I didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it.
No. I'd say as a book reader, I didn't think that trailer was very good at all. In fact, I'd call that a shit trailer for the book. But I mean, I'm not like turned off from the movie because I know that like a lot of movies can have bad trailers and they can just show the shit, but the movie can turn out great. Overall, I think that was it. It's just seemed, and they're making a lot of choices with the movie itself. That's what I mean. Like it's like with the Iron Giant. I'm like, why the fuck is the Iron Giant in this? Because that's what I was saying before. It was like all the references kind of made sense because it was like a character who grew up in the 80s and playing those video games, so all the references were kind of from a certain time period, whereas that just seemed like a splatter of pop culture references without any focus. It's like Freddy Krueger is like late 80s. You might as well call him like that's a weird, it's just like Warner Brothers have chucked in anything they own.
Maybe it's just that's one thing.
It reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph and Pixels, and that's not a good thing.
Wreck-It Ralph is good.
Wreck-It Ralph was good.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And I don't know. Anyway,
Pixels not good.
It's gone from a movie I would see at the cinemas to a movie that I'll wait till it gets released at the home cinema.
Really?
Yeah.
There's, I don't know. Well, I can't wait till we get like more of a proper trailer. Like obviously a trailer
that was a teaser
that explains the story and stuff more and tries to expand on the story and stuff more. Visually cool, looks cool. I mean, I didn't think like it was going to look bad, so it's not really that surprising at all. But yeah, I'll be intrigued to see more of a proper trailer because that did just feel like we're showing the first teaser at Comic-Con, so let's just like wank off a few fucking million pop culture references onto a minute-long trailer on screen because that'll impress all the fucking nerds that are there. But it doesn't work like that these days. People don't get that impressed just because it's like, oh my god, there's like Freddy Krueger and Iron Giant, and that looks like a thing, and that looks, it's a DeLorean, and it's racing in like a fucking.
People want to get invested.
Bike. Like that doesn't.
There's nothing to get invested in.
Yeah, it's like that might work for like a 2-minute YouTube video or like a short film or something. It's like, okay, like how long do you want me to sit in the movie for? 2 hours? Is there an actual story, or are you just wank festing pop culture references into my face? So. I don't know. I think that I'm giving that a thumbs down. I didn't think that was a good trailer.
Yeah, no.
But I still highly suggest if you haven't reading the book because the book is really good, and I still hope that the movie turns out better than that trailer. But that trailer was bad. Sorry, Mr. Spielberg.